Codechef held the finals of Snackdown 2016 in July at Mumbai. The competition saw participants from India and around the world compete against each other under the same roof with very interesting outcomes. We interacted with Mr. Bhavin Turakhia, co founder and CEO Directi, and Mr. Anup Kalbalia, head of Codechef, at the event, and they had some great insight to offer.
Codechef's been around now for 7 years, and the idea germinated from the notion that um, I'm really passionate about programming. We all are at Directi. We're largely a tech-focused company, so we're all geeks. And in some ways, I would say we were kind of disappointed with the general quality of programming in India in terms of how we compare to the rest of the world. And I don't mean this in a negative sense. I just mean like, oh, we are really enthusiastic about our country, but we feel like we're not faring at the level we should be. And so it germinated from this notion of how do we really significantly enhance the algorithmic coding skills, the coding quality, etc. of software developers from India. And so Codechef sort of was born out of that. I mean, I myself have, started coding at an early age when I was 10 years old. And everything that I learned myself. So I figured we can't really change the infrastructure and the people in the entire country in one go. But these are really bright kids across the country. And if we can give them a platform where they can learn themselves, what better way to learn than to compete with one another. But if you can give them a platform that allows them to learn themselves and enhance their skills, and really sky's the limit. And since then, we've come a long way. We've had upwards of, I think, 10 million submissions on the platform, hundreds of thousands of programmers. Anup can actually share some more details. But the primary goal is, I've seen how a single smart individual with a computer can actually change the world in terms of building software, writing apps, and really making a difference. And if we can, Anup and his team are doing an outstanding job. If they can, in some ways, contribute to so the young students in India being able to make a difference in their life in that manner, then I think we've achieved something great in our life. So that was really the objective.
The first edition of Snackdown we did in the year 2010. That was it was a smallish competition where it had just 2 rounds. There was the first online round, and it was modeled on the ICPC format. The idea was to bring some students on site because though we are an online programming contest platform, the real fun is when programmers meet programmers and they interact and they exchange ideas, right? And when they see each other code.
Definitely.
So that's the real fun. So we did that in the year 2010. That was just 1 year into when we had launched Codechef. After that, so Codechef always actually had a very, very small team, though, we have been trying to do whatever we can. And so though the community always wanted Snackdown later. So every year I keep getting requests, we want Snackdown this year, we want Snackdown this year, we want Snackdown this year. And the way we work is, he never gives us feature requirement that I need A, B, C features, or I don't dictate which features will go on Codechef. It is totally driven by the community. So they say that we want this, we want this, we want this. I pick it up, and then we do that. We have already so many list of feature requirements that we never got the opportunity to host a Snackdown. It was only in the last year that we had the HR team and we discussing. They said, why don't we again launch Snackdown? We were discussing about this, and then I felt, okay, fine, we have a bigger team now, bigger support, so let's try doing this. And people have been haggling behind me forever, right? We want Snackdown. So we thought, okay, fine, let's give it a shot. So last year we did it with only calling the top Indian teams on site, and it went very well. We got excellent feedback, and then we thought, okay, why not go global this time and call the next top 25 teams as well. So this kind of also helps us in motivating the Indian teams, because they have always heard these big names, the global programmers. There's a huge difference, by the way, between the top Indian programmer and the top global programmer. If I tell you today's rank list, in the top 20 teams, the first Indian team was 16th. And this is still better than what we do at the other programming competitions. Okay. So, for example, the ACM ICPC, which is considered the Olympics of programming, there the best rank of an Indian team this time was 6060.
Okay.
And that has been the trend for a long, long time. So we have come so this way. We thought it's a good opportunity for the Indian teams who have heard only those names and seen them in the rank list to meet them in person, get talking to them, meet them, get inspired, and probably do something. So what we are also doing immediately after the Snackdown is, subsequently, we are hosting a programming camp where the top 3 global programmers will be actually part of the trainers. So we have handpicked 20 best students from the country who will be attending this camp, and it will be trained by the global programmers. Hopefully that will bring in some change that we are looking forward to.
The competitors were some of the best programmers from around the world who have won multiple competitions globally, and they were really excited to be a part of Snackdown 2016. And here's what they had to say. Something that you must have been asked a lot before this is, why do you code? Why coding?
Because I like it.
Okay, what do you like about it?
Answer. I like the spirit of competition, the coding competitions as such, and not only that, but also the area is very interesting for me. Like solving algorithm problems is something I enjoy, and the competitions like Snackdown, they are good on both sides of it. Like it's a tough competition, and also you get some nice and difficult problems to solve.
Okay.
And that's why I enjoy it.
You know, since problem solving is not really about knowing a specific language, but still I'd like to poke you a bit. What is your favorite programming language?
So we used different programming language on this competition. I used Java and Gennady used C++.
Okay.
Both of them have some good sides and bad sides.
Okay.
And so we can combine those languages. So some problems we can solve with Java. We put easier to use Java here, and some problems can be solved with C++ if you need some speed and some more algorithms. So combining it's like one of the ways to win. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we had some good teamwork.
Nice, kind of unexpected since some of the best teams from India were coming, and we weren't quite sure that we would be able to pull such a thing, but it worked out really well.
Okay. So, since teams from all over the world were here actually, like some of the best names, like as I've been told, were here. So how was your overall experience, interacting with those teams, from all over the world, some of the best programmers?
Like we met some of the legendary guys in our field. Like we just know about them on internet. They are quite famous on internet.
Okay.
We had the privilege of meeting them and made friends with a lot of them.
Okay.
And it was quite good to know that we talked to them in person, quite down to earth and quite friendly. Quite interesting experience.
So, do you think that, in future you will reach out to them, about programming and these things?
Definitely we will be in contact on Facebook.
Okay.
So my advice would be like, if you love problem solving, programming is a way to enhance and hone that skills. If you want to showcase what you have like in creativity and problem solving skills. Plus, one thing was quite prominent in my first year and second year was like fear of failure would be quite a big barrier to success. So don't fear to fail, and just keep on solving problems, and that's it.
And you, Aditya?
Yes. So basically, I think that programming is basically a translation of mathematics. It takes it to the next level. If you have aptitude for maths, then programming would be just learning the language. Basically, the things follow. And no specific tips. You can do it as long as you keep enjoying it. There's no basically age barrier or university kind of barrier that stops you from doing these things. All of the things are available on internet. We weren't given any specific training or sort of things. It's all from internet. So if we can do it, so can anyone else.
I think the one thing about Snackdown was that this was the first contest organized in India where the foreign teams would also be coming.
Okay.
Mostly this is done by other companies like in Google, in Codechef, on Facebook, Hacker Club, but we always organize outside. And this was the first time that we had the opportunity to come here in India and
Interact with those awesome
fights from all over the world. So this was one of the main reasons why we decided to participate in Snackdown.
Okay. So, so how was your experience, How was your experience with Snackdown?
I think it was pretty nice. I mean, some of the problems were very interesting. Some of them were on the hard side. Some people also complained that some problems were standard, but overall, I think the quality of the problems was very, very good on this time.
Okay.
I enjoyed a lot.
Yeah, I also have the same opinion.
Okay.
Right. The problems were very interesting, and some of them were very new. And usually in competitive programming, it happens like same kind of problem repeats over and over again. But today's problem, some of them are new, and I like them.
Competitive coding competitions like Snackdown 2016 only increase the passion in aspiring programmers to become better with their coding skills and take it to the next level. And we hope to see more such events in the future in India. For now, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.